In a first story, police and military personnel will be deployed to the Central District of the Ashanti region to flash out nomadic herdsmen who have pitched camp there. And the district chief executive for the area, Kwejo Banahene Bediakon, says the action will be soon, though he gives no specific date. He indicated the herdsmen and their cattle constitute a threat to life and property after 2 natives of Bediakon were shot dead in the bush earlier this week. Ohemin Teria has more.
Central District is said to be the second after Asante North District to evict herdsmen and their cattle from its jurisdiction. At least 60,000 cattle have been evacuated from Agogo, with 40,000 more expected to be evicted by the police military team. Operation Cowleg, meant to get cattle out of Agogo, was reviewed after JoyNews documentary Violent Shepherds. It highlighted effects of farmer herdsmen bloody clashes amid massive destruction by Morudin cattle in Ashanti, Bono Ahafo and Eastern regions. Mr. Banahene Bediakon is upbeat about the consequences of the eviction program.
Something happened at Agogo. And before they took the decision to work on, they might have done all the discussions, the pros and the cons of keeping something somewhere before that decision was taken. So I think that people started dying, they're being killed at Agogo. The animals run, they are in your place. The same thing that happened at Agogo probably may also happen. So the decision was taken at Agogo. I don't see why we can also not replicate the same thing in our district.
Is it a way to say that you want to replicate the Agogo operations?
It's a national issue. What we talk here has nothing to do with such a central alone. This is a national issue. And I think if it's a national policy, it must be implemented in all the aspects of our nations so that all of us will sing the same song. Okay, so if something was done at Agogo and that was good, I don't see why we should not replicate it on record. As we talk now, 24,000 acre land has been given to 5 companies, and each one of them is going to have some mechanized farming. This is going to provide a lot of jobs for my people, and also going to enhance the government policy on one district, one factory, and planting for food and jobs. Apart from this, thousands of my people are peasant farmers, and these are issues that are becoming a lot of bother to some of us. And so I don't think that if somebody is not willing to go by what will help the whole community, I will chicken out and say that, because it's coming from that and that, it shouldn't be done that way. What is good for Agogo must be good for Central.
Central District had until now become a transit point for herdsmen and cattle being forced out of Agogo. Many farms belonging to local people are said to have been destroyed by the transiting cattle, to the anger of residents. Mr. Banahene Bediakon says the Assembly will embark on a sensitization program to calm nerves over the development.
And so we had a meeting. Initially, what we did was to let them know that the people were passing. And so they shouldn't attach them. They should not attack them. They should let them pass. And if there are other issues that goes beyond them, they should let us know, and then we will handle it. So there were some distress calls for about 2-3 times, which you asked the district police and his team to go there and to flash out those men who were trying to hide in some of the bushes. So this has been the trend for the past 2 weeks, getting to 3 weeks now, until the unfortunate thing that happened 3 days ago. In fact, I think 3 days ago in the morning, we're getting ready to have the district another dissect meeting, so that we'll have a holistic approach where we're going to get the Operation Cowleg men involved. Then we'll visit the various communities and then we'll educate them better until in the afternoon when I had a call that some young men have gone to the bush with the intention of going to drive away some cattle, and that unfortunate thing has happened. In fact, it's really disheartening when you lose human life. So for now, what we're trying to do, the regional command is aware of it.
From Nsuta in the Ashanti region for JoyNews, Ohemin Teria reporting.
Away from the subject of security, the Ghana Education Service's steady leave policy, which excludes teachers who seek to pursue higher education in business, is killing interest at all levels. And that's the assertion by the Ghana Association of Business Education Teachers. First Vice President Samuel Odro says many business teachers change courses in order to qualify for steady leave with pay. Nathaniel Bequin now reports.
More than 100 students from various senior high schools in the Ashanti region met at Effigiasi Senior High Commercial School for the climax of the Business Week celebration. The theme for the celebration was Making Business Education Attractive, the role of business students in Effigiasi Senior High Commercial School. First Vice President Samuel Odro says many business teachers change courses in order to qualify for steady leave with pay. He was speaking at a deba to climax the Business Week at Effigiasi Senior High Commercial School.
Teacher, you will not be given the scholarship. That is steady leave with pay. It is given to those who offer science and other subjects like mathematics and English. But the business teachers are not given that opportunity. So it's an indication that the course is not relevant to the state. If you want to go further and you don't have funds or you cannot pay your fees, then it means that you cannot go for the business education course. Okay. Then you either decide to go for any of the courses that will attract the steady leave with pay. Okay.
Board chairman of Fisco, Ishak Chei Brobe, shared similar concern. He cited admission requirements into nursing and midwifery training, which also sidelines business students.
If you do business as science in senior high school and you want to go to College of Education, you want to go to nursing and midwifery school, and you want to go to the university, there's no problem. But particularly with nursing and midwifery schools and then colleges of education, you know, the business students were not being considered as an option to colleges of education and then also to the nursing and midwifery.
Mr. Chei Brobe wants government to review such policies to ensure equity.
It's a policy issue. Okay. We need serious and urgent governmental intervention in this matter. And then also curriculum modification. If our time we are doing business, all right, but students who were doing health science and general science were admitted to do nursing. So there was not a problem at all. And so at the moment, if the policy can change so that students who are doing business can do general science and then also do elective maths, particularly, that should be enough qualification, onto the nursing and midwifery school.
Reporting for JoyNews, Bequin Nathaniel.
Many children in the Volta region have expressed grief on the upsurge of child right abuse incidents in the country. The children were particular about rampant rape and defilement cases, as well as child marriage incidents in recent times. They say these acts give indication that the Ghanaian society is not conducive for the development of children. They therefore appeal to government to intensify its fight against child right abuses and also ensure perpetrators of any act that stands to abuse children face the full recourse of the law. And the children made the appeal during an encounter with the Volta Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Lecha, at his residence in the regional capital hall. Fred Kwame now reports.
The occasion, dubbed End of Year Interaction with Children, gave the pupils a chance to interact with the minister and ask questions on government policies and programs with regards to children. Some of the children asked questions bordering on government initiatives towards curbing teenage pregnancy, early child marriage, and provision of rehabilitation center for victims of child abuse, among others. One of them, Josephine Mauku, appealed to government to intensify its campaign on child right protection and ensure persons caught abusing the rights of children are severely dealt with.
There are other issues issues that are affecting us in the region. These include defilement of young girls as young as 3 or 4 years old, teenage pregnancy, child marriage. This is being practiced in the name of tradition and culture, child trafficking, and lack of good parental care in some cases. These negative practices affect girl-child education, especially making them not able to achieve their life goals. We humbly request the perpetrators of these wicked acts be brought before the law and allow the laws to take its course so that it will serve as a deterrent to other people.
In response, the Volta Regional Minister, Dr. Archibald Lecha, noted that the Ministry of Children, Gender and Social Protection is implementing a number of policies to ensure a safe environment for children.
Rape, child defilement and sexual abuse of young children have to be reported to the police for the necessary action. And my advice is that we shouldn't try to settle these issues at home. These are very criminal acts. And if somebody commits a crime like that, the person should be punished. Because the person is a danger to society. The person may commit a crime again. So if the person comes to give parents money and the parents let him go, he's a danger to other children. So the laws are there to take care of that. And I believe the shelters and the rehabilitation aspect too is key. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection is working on that. And because sometimes the police have a hard time trying to find places to use as shelters for some of the abused children. I'm sure the ministry is doing a lot. The ministry is developing a lot of policies to address most of the concerns that you have mentioned.
The Volta Regional Director of the Children Department, Israel Akrobetu, detailed that though the department is crippled with several challenges, it has outlined some major interventions to be implemented in 2018. The pupils and their teachers were treated to good music and food and had the opportunity to dance with the regional minister. Fred Kwame Asari, JoyNews.
The Nadolio-Kalio district has achieved a remarkable feat by scoring 0 maternal deaths in the year 2017. District Health Director of the Ghana Health Service, Phoebe Balongo-Nyetimi, disclosed it at the 2017 performance review of the district. She, however, noted there was a decrease of utilization of health facilities by pregnant women. Here is Rafiq Salam's report from Nadoli.
Performance review meetings are mandated by the Ghana Health Service, and it focuses on the act of stock taking, starting from the tip zones and ending at the national level. The case of the Nadolio-Kalio District Health Directorate is not different. The performance review took into consideration the achievements, challenges and priorities of the district for the year under review. The review meeting brought together all major stakeholders in the district, including members of civil society organizations, traditional rulers, and some health workers in the district and beyond. Nadolio-Kalio District Director of the Ghana Health Service, Phoebe Balongo-Nyetimi, laid bare the challenges that confronted the district in the year 2017.
Challenges at the beginning of the year were delay in reimbursement from NHIA, frequent breakdown of our cold chain facilities that we need to store vaccines to be able to vaccinate our children. We also had issues of inadequate health infrastructure. As you could see from some of the earlier presentations, we need additional health infrastructure. Poor data management, and you know, without quality data, there is no way you can do evidence-based planning.
Despite the challenges that they were confronted with, they were able to achieve 0 maternal deaths.
In our coverages, antenatal increased, family planning increased, and we are proud to announce that we did not record any maternal deaths. But utilization decreased of our health facilities. because most of the clients who go will tell you that they go and then there are no drugs. So instead of going to the facilities, they buy from the drugs shop, the drug shops, and then they do self-medication, which we do not want.
Phoebe Balagoyentimi, however, expressed worry over the increasing cases of non-communicable diseases.
Non-communicable diseases such as hypertension, diabetes is also on the rising trend. And that is what we are really worried about. But this can be prevented due to what? Changing lifestyles. If we change our lifestyles, we can do better. We have also done well in chips, and we have 31 functional chip zones. And 9 are operating from the sub-districts, the rest are compounds. So we've done very well. The midwife situation has improved, and that is why we have exceeded the target of 60% for deliveries.
For his contribution to the development of the Nodolo-Keleo district, especially in the health sector.
And before we go, hundreds of residents in Kumasi, the Ashanti regional capital, on Saturday converged at the Kumasi City Mall for the biggest ever fitness and wellness event in 2018. It was called the Love FM Fitness Walk. It is the first of a quarterly exercise to promote a healthy lifestyle for a productive year. This year's event was moved from the traditional Heroes Park venue at the Babanyara Sports Stadium to the Kumasi City Mall. Love FM's Kwesi Debra now reports.
Patrons, both young and old, including those from corporate world, walked through principal streets of Kumasi from the Kumasi City Mall through Ahonjo, Adum, and Asafo. Then it was time for aerobic session led by experienced fitness instructors from Paul's Fitness Gym and Kenny Westy Gym. For about 20 minutes of stretching the muscles to shed off the tiredness after the walk, it was time to till the tummy. Patrons were treated to free health screening by a private community hospital and Saks Pharmacy. The organizers, Love 99.5 FM, with the support of IPMC, Jet Mineral Water, GT Bank, EFA Pure Mineral Water, and other sponsors, gave out prizes to outstanding patrons.
My name is Hamid Issa, representing Airtel Ghana, now Airtel Tigo. Yes, I've been here and this has been a very great walk. In fact, these days you find a lot of youth just getting out, or probably most of the time you realize they have stroke and a lot of diseases. But
my name is Ebenezer Kofi. I'm repping Pan-Africa Savings and Loans. Actually, I came here with a colleague, but this time or next time I'll be coming here with some other stuff because I told my people and I think they were not really into it. This time we have come to see how good it is.
My name is Gilbert Adlal Hassan, the regional manager for Belakwa Ashanti Brown Hafo. Once a while, I joined the Love FM Fitness Walk. Today has been an extraordinary day. I saw a crowd of about 2,000, very encouraging and then very joyous.
Because I want to be slim and healthy.
I'm Sandra from Mooney's Healthy Bites. So thank you to Love FM. We are grateful for them for having this health walk.
Thomas Ekosaki, known as Ogede. Yeah, as an assemblyman, I decided to join this peace walk because I've been partaking in it since time memorial, and it has helped me a lot.
Oh, it's very fun. Last year I was here. Last 2 years too, I was here. I took part in the previous ones. This one, that of today, has been very impressive.
If you look behind me, there are people who are doing health screening. All these are, health benefits, and I think I have to thank them for such opportunity.
The climax was an opportunity for participants to enjoy free movies at the new Watch and Dine Cinema inside the Kumasi City Mall. Reporting for JoyNews, Kwesi Debra.
Well, the fitness work was good. Just in case you don't like keeping fit, please make sure you do so. You can have also various regimes by way you can keep fit during the day. and also at least when you close dry and do some workout, some 20 to 30 minutes each day is always good, just to stretch your muscles and make sure that, for example, during the day, instead of taking the lift, you take the staircase when you visit a client or something of the sort. You walk when you sit a couple of minutes, that is 4 hours after sitting, etc. And make sure that you reduce the pounds of fufu and the banku that you tend to take, or you reduce the number of times that you take them. So since these days our lifestyle have become a lot more sedentary. Well, we hope that you love that story though. Thanks to you again, Kwesi Deborah. But that'll be it for the latest news update we have.